EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They go play action here on first down. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Back to throw. Whitfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Going to give this time to the tailback. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
He's crossing. He's checking crack.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A nice pickup on first down, 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Check it back.
Now a handoff working right.
See. Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. from the gun on third down. Whitfield, and it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. Punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Let's take it inside his own 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is going to be 49er football. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
No. Set, read. Hey, switch gears.
On third down, Whitfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Hey, we got 3 down. Oh, shot! 94 is the mark. You ain't doing nothing today.
Second and 6. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Mike, 50 seconds.
Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free.
Watch safety creeping. Safety, Hayward. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
They'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 44-yard line.
51, Mike. Mike's 51. They can't hang with us. 51 to Mike. 51. Here we go, though. All day. Defense all day.
To throw on 2nd down. Whitfield, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Whitfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st down, Lloyd. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 2 seconds. 94 is the mark, 94 is the mark. Watch the run.
They'll drop the throw. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Ready, ready.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Watch the screen. 25, check hook. Check 25. Hook. Check safety.
Throwing on first down, Whitfield. And he finds a man with a crossing route. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
57, Mike, 57.
Operating from the gun, Whitfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. From the gun, Whitfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Watch 57. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 57's the Mike. Mike. All day, baby. All day. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Whitfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. Let's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Brings up 4th down and goal.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick here is good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, Are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. 2nd and 15. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Whitfield. And that's caught inside the 35. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The point after is good. And that makes our score 17-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Let's go for it. Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Lloyd. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
He'll drop to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. They go for just 1 here as it's up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. This is taken at the 3. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run with Taylor, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The 49ers now going to use the first.
Yo, bro. I think we're going to play
timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Yo, bro.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far.
I'm gonna play defense. I ain't gonna fucking up. I don't want to go for it.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood.
Yo, hit him.
Taking it about the 16.
Hit him.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Cards will take over.
One stop, boys. It's over. 5 minutes left, but one stop. It's over.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting back
to hurry up,
territory, why would you change anything?
Get big, no big plays on me.
And continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Right now. He's on fire. Double this guy.
2nd and 4. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Come on, boys. We got to get momentum back here.
Gets them to the 42.
Yeah, shifting.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5.
Man, my guys are right there. I'm fucking clicking triangle and pressing on him, and he's not jumping. What the fuck is going on?
Quarterback like that under center.
Come on, bro.
With him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off.
Done with this garbage. He's so ass.
We've seen it too many times.
So they go from 142-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
No, like 10 minutes, please. Yeah, I'll tell you when to turn the microwave on. Please don't do it right
Stepping
now.
up, he's going to keep it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned
a little bit. 5 picks, I'm up 17-7, 3 minutes and 45 seconds left. Drive right now.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw.
Getting these corner outs off, but like, look at what is my guy doing, bro? But like he's going into double coverage.
Like, it's complete. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
That's a nice catch, but unable to stay in bounds. And remember, it wasn't a wide receiver who works on that all the time.
I was going to say, he likes to get the ball handed to him. Now, don't get me wrong, he's part of the passing game as well, but maybe a little out of his comfort zone there.
Yeah, he might want to have a few words to say to us about that later, but I am still going with you on that one. Wide receivers work on a little bit more.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll
that's probably why he was on fire. That's why my guy dumped. His quarterback's on fire. That's why my guy's dumbing out.
Sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll set up a throw.
Come on, man. Really? You're going to give me pass interference on my fucking 1-yard line?
A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
That's not going to work. You're going to have to beat me some other way. I know how to stop the run.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal.
Come on, man. This guy fucking ran like
touchdown, Arizona.
Bro. 2 minutes left. I can kill this shit. I need 1 first down, boys. Can you do it?
As they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
Can we do it, boys?
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit
this
more
would be a big win if we can do it. Come on.
This fielded at the 2.
Oh, come on, Jonathan Taylor. All the way to the end zone, baby.
Pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Oh, good. Let's go. Let's make him burn these timeouts. I'm up 17.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here, or
come on, Roger.
You have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not
1 yard, bro. And we can make them burn these fucking timeouts. Let's go.
Gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it,
oh, good first, baby. Let's go. You gotta keep taking these timeouts because I can do this all day.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
First down, 49ers.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here.
I should probably put conservative on.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
First, what's his face? Jonathan Taylor.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run with Taylor. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Kill.
Looking to throw. Whitfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 30. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big 4th quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the 4th quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them. But they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win. But Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short.
What a dub, bro. What a dub. He stopped me 3rd and 12, bro. I ran that PA post shit. Randy Moss, one-hander grab for the first down, bro.
And that they did.
Woo.
So for
I
San
won.
Francisco, the
3 in a
win
row,
form is
baby.
number 6
Let's go.
on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile,
Oh
for
yeah,
Arizona,
man.
it's
That's the
loss
way.
number 5 for them on the year. And they'll look to get back in the winning
3 in a
column
row.
next
Let's
week
go.
as
Keep
they
it
head to
going.
Philly
We can make the
to face
playoffs
off
this year. We
with
got to
the
grind.
Eagles. So that'll do it for us.
Good
For
luck in your
Charles
game,
Davis and
boys.
all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the
I'll be back.
NFL
I'll
on
be back
EA
in a sec.
Sports.
I gotta test something out with my buddy. Give me a sec.
Can I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah, go ahead.
I just finished.
Oh, I wanna eat.
Let's go.
Don't be stuck because everyone wants to warm up in the microwave.
What a game. $25. Yo, Brett. Yo. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Alright, yeah, I can hear you, so I'm about to have dinner right now. I just beat Mitch. 17.